This is actually I'm making this video because I thought of making this because in my experience I have noticed that some of the kids, they find little bit of difficulty in acrylics or watercolors. So I thought that I am not trained in it, but like I love doing watercolors a lot. So I decided, let me share my piece of experience. uh, just the basics as to how to use acrylics and all that. My one may not match with the traditional way, but the process that works for me, uh, let me share that, so that it might be, or it may be of some benefit. So let's get started. So first things first, for drawing we need a sheet or a drawing copy or whatever. I have taken an A4 sheet, and then we need glass of water. Then we need a paintbrush. While I would love to say that in case of the beginners, I would love to say that while choosing the brush, you choose this kind of brush, like which is like not very broad, and I mean it will help you to paint initially, so that the lines don't get too much bold or broad. Thin lines can be made. So I think this is suitable. I think it works for me, and I think it will work for the beginners as well. I am also a beginner. Anyways, I'm just sharing my experience. And next, I want to say that next is colors. Any type of watercolor or acrylic or whatever you want to, whichever you like, you can choose. No problem with that. I have this Fevicryl acrylic colors. So let's get started. We will make some simple things, like maybe some circles and circles within circles, and then we will try to color out those portions, different shapes and all that. And we will make boundaries with black and all that, so that we can understand how much water to use and how much to drain off, or like the controls and all that, which works for me. Let's get started with that. So let's make a circle. One second. Okay. So let's make a circle. A plain circle, and then say one more circle inside it, and then maybe some triangles outside it. So I'm trying to put out shapes, so that I can demonstrate different shapes and how to color them in closed areas, like with watercolors, like boundaries and small structures and minute structures. So let's try out coloring this much. So first of all, what we will do is we will drain the paint brush in water, and then we will just like do like this a bit, so that we will drain off some water. Then we take the color, whichever color you want. Let's see, let's take pink. So this is pink. So just dip it lightly, little bit. So you have to make your idea that whether I mean it's your choice whether you want a darker shade or a lighter shade. Say you want to make the boundary, then the amount of water that you will take will be less, and the amount of color that you will take will be more. So say I'm making the boundary. So this is. Now again, when boundary is done, now I want a lighter shade. Now what I am doing is dipping the paintbrush in water a little bit, then again in color, again in water a little bit. Just we need to just understand the amount actually. I mean, you have to try through trial and error method to understand that how much quantity or of water you need, or how much dark you want to make, and that all. So you have to this is an approx idea that I'm giving, but you need to keep working with colors and waters, and need to practice a lot. Then I think it is not that tough. I mean, it's simple if you understand the mechanism actually. So pink is done. So let's so always make sure that you give a little bit of time so that it gets dried up. So don't put your finger upon it or something like that. So now let's make green. So here is green, sap green kind of, I think this one. So what we are doing again, we are repeating the process, dipping it in the color. Sometimes if you think that too much color has come in your brush, then you can do like this and pour out some ink. When you think that the amount of ink or the color that is in the brush is sufficient for you, then only apply it in the piece of paper. See, so it is coming dark. Now if you want a little bit more color, more color. Now if you want to spread it with this much color only, if you want to spread it, then take water a little bit and spread it. Spreads, and also if you add more water, then it will become even more lighter. Like let me just make and show. I'm dipping it in water. Let's see. End result is that it is becoming even lighter. So it's just that much. This is how I do. I don't know exactly what is the traditional way. I mean, I have not checked it yet, but this is the process that works for me. So I thought, okay, let me share this piece of news or information that I have with me. See, I took some more color and I'm putting it here to make it a little bit darker. So it's just that simple. So now let's make a bit of boundary. So for that we will make sure that we'll take very less amount of water, because otherwise there are high chances that it can get spreaded over. And also we have to make sure that it is not that much wet, so that the colors do not spread while we use the boundaries. So it's better, I will tell you that give it a time, little bit of time, so that it just gets little bit of like dried up, and then you can apply the boundaries. Or if you think that you can manage it with the amount of water and all that, less water and all that, then fine, you can go for it. So black, dipping in. This time I won't be taking water, just the color. Slowly with the, like, we will catch the brush in this way, and with the end just this way along the lines. So I think exactly don't know yet what is it that what exactly makes watercolor difficult for the kids, but maybe it's because I am not able to teach them or something. So I need to understand that where it goes wrong. Maybe the paint brush of the kids, it's I think the brush is very important at the elementary level, because at the elementary level if we take a very thick brush, that makes the process very difficult. So we are making it this way. So it's like that. So if you want, you can now put a bit of black here upon the color also, like here. In this case, see, that the thing that I was saying, this is a chance that happens. If we are not sure, if you're not sure, see, this area has dried up, so the water is not spreading, but this area, it is yet to dry up little bit. So that is the thing. When we use one color upon another color, we need to make sure that the other color is dried up, so that the color which we will use again above the earlier one, uh, that should not spread. And in case you want to spread it, then no problem, but I think at the elementary level this is fine. So I don't know if I could teach it properly, but yeah, I tried in my own way. So this is a basic basic class or video that I am making. So I hope it turns out to be beneficial. So thank you, and thanks for watching.